everybody, this is Ashley with Lake and Osceola APA. Just going to do a brief overview on the APA app. This is the member services app that you'd find through your app store if you were to look up Pool League. You'll see the APA app and you download it. If you've never set up a member service account, you will need to do a couple steps your first time. Normally, second that you hit the app, this is the first screen that you see. This is your dashboard. Top of your dashboard, you have your news. So anything that we have on the upcoming schedule that we've put out there for you, if you tap on it, it's usually going to give you a picture and some information. Normally, anything in blue is going to be a hyperlink. If you click on it, it'll launch you kind of into a new window. If you see something with the gray megaphone, that's normally something that came from national office. So that's kind of how you distinguish between those two. Events, you'll notice we have some tournament style events coming up. Billiards golf tournament is Saturday. We have a couple singles boards going on Wednesday. If I click on all, you'll notice as I scroll the little blue trophies versus the green calendars. If it's a green calendar, it's more of a division. It's an alert that we put out there for everybody to see when the division is kind of scheduled to play. If I tap on anything, so this is the Ladies League South. So Sunday, 12:20 Ladies League gives you a little bit of information about the division, location that it is scheduled to play at, pretty much general information that you would need to know. Below events is going to be the teams that you're on. I am on quite a few teams right now. It has a team name, and then to the right of that, it's going to show the standings that you're currently in that division. So let's say I want to go check out Young Guns. This is our daytime league division. It's going to show home location, day and time of play, the format that we play in the session that we're in. You'll notice Leesburg Daytime April 081 is in like a bluish color. That means it's a hyperlink. If you click on it, it's actually going to bring me to all the standings for that division, rosters, the overall schedule, and it will bring me to my MVP stats, which I think is a very big deal for quite a few of you guys. Standings in division, 4th place in a 4-team division, so we're doing great. But it also gives me my team roster. If I keep scrolling down, it gives me my team schedule. You'll notice there's the team name, the calendar date, but there's an April, and then there's dollar symbols. If I click on the dollar symbols, it's actually going to allow me to add to cart. If I do add to my cart, you'll notice the top of my screen there, my little cart has a 1 in it now. If I go to checkout, I can electronically pay for my team's score sheets. Beside the dollar symbol is your little download score sheets, pretty self-explanatory. You guys will see that blue download score sheet as soon as we've actually printed the score sheets on our end in the office. Most importantly, this is kind of the cue of the whole reason that I did this. At the very bottom of your schedule, you have session stat totals. 89 subtotal is going to be the subtotal of the points that we've actually earned throughout the session. 1 additional bonus points. So that means that our team got 1 bonus point for the scorekeeping clinic. I think we had 2 people that did it or had an electronic submission. In April, if you had 1 to 2 people, you got 1 point. If you had 3 or more, you got 2 points. If you were one of those teams that lost a bonus point one of the weeks because of your score or your paperwork not being filled out, if you had 4 or more people, you could get 1 week of those points back. So that is how you can check to see if your team got bonus points, how many they got, and you can give us a call and ask us why. Or how we came up with that number if you wish. Underneath that, you have your playoff week. Right now, there's nothing really there because we don't know which 2 teams are going to do it. Obviously, we have the wild card coming up after the last week of play. So that is how you read that. At the top of the screen, you have the blue screen, you have the 3 little lines menu. You have your dashboard, matches, news, events, my stats. My Stats is a pretty cool little feature. You can always look at the different areas that you've played in, but you can also look at your different session. So I can actually go back and see what my stats were in, let's say, fall of 2018. This was before as league operator. 1, 2, played 5. Um, Gives you your membership history and all that good stuff. But it's kind of fun going back and looking through and seeing kind of how you've improved over time and things like that. Obviously, as I've played more and more, I've gotten, oop, side menu. So back to the menu. Underneath, you have your rules. This is where anybody can find the local bylaws. The local bylaws are something that we want everybody to be pulling out, especially this time of the year. At the top of your screen, there's a little piece of paper with the magnifying glass. Let's say I was looking for, forfeits in the last couple weeks of play. I have a question and I think that maybe a ruling was made wrong and I want to go look it up. I can search for even part of the word and it's going to start jumping me to where that is in the bylaws. I can double check in writing here what rules have been set in place and approved by national office so I can make sure everything is being done correctly. Kevin and I refer to this before we do rulings, and we encourage everybody to do the same thing. This clearly has details on every single thing that you would need to know. It's the best way to find information that you need. Below the bylaws is your official team manual. The OTM is what we all call it. It's that 90 plus page little book that you guys get at the beginning of every year. Every team should get at least one. Sometimes people ask for extra ones. If we have them, we're happy to give them to you. If we have to order them, I think they're $2 a piece, so nothing crazy. Just let us know if you want one. But right here, if you click on the PDF, the exact same thing is going to happen. You're not only going to have the team manual in a searchable format, but you're not going to have to lug around a big old book. So using the top search, I can look up, let's say, the word floor. So, ball on the floor. From here, I can use the arrows. You can see there's 1 out of 14. And balls on the floor is on page 49. 1 foot on the floor. So now we're a couple clicks over, and I'm already exactly where I need to be able to easily find the rule that might have come up during the middle of the match. Maybe the 9 ball flew on the floor and they didn't know if it got spotted or if it was a dead ball or something like that. The rules come in English, Spanish, and French. Beneath the rules, you have My League. So if you click on Lake and Osceola APA, it's going to bring you to some general things about our league area. Best way to get to the website and to Facebook. Gives you our office hours. Another link to our local bylaws. And then you just kind of have a summary of a lot of the stuff that we have going on. But most importantly on this page, you have news, you have events, but divisions. Probably the most used feature for me on this app. So the blue drop down is going to tell you the session that you're in. Obviously, it's COVID right now, so we have 3 current sessions going. We skipped summer altogether, but the APA computer doesn't quite understand that. We just finished our spring session with Jack and Jill wrapping up this week, but everybody else has been in fall session for the last 2-3 months. So from here, you can actually look through. If you see the blue star, it means it's a division that you've either are currently on a team or that you have been on a team in that division. If you wanted to, let's say, Tuesday nights are no longer good for you, work schedule changed, and now, you're looking for Thursday, you can look at Thursday, you can see what what divisions are playing on that particular day and where. If you click on any of these divisions, so let's look at Fat Cats 8 Ball. So Fat Cats Tuesday Night 8 Ball has 6 teams. I can actually click on the team names. I can look at the rosters. I can see who all is playing in that division and kind of what the standings are. I can really just look through everybody in the division and see if it's a particular team that or division I might want to play in. Another really cool thing, when you're looking at standings, don't forget you can pull to the side. You'll see a detailed version, not just of the total points of that, but the total points that were added the week before. If there is a team that, let's say they had a makeup match and they held on to paperwork and we don't have week 13 in for them yet, it'll show week 12 and it'll have it in like a yellow font where all the other teams will say week 13. And that kind of lets you know that that team is behind everybody else. So you can take that into consideration when you're looking at the points. So all in all, that's the basics of the app. At the top, you have your search. I know a lot of people note that they can search for people, but I was just kind of showing that you can look for team names also. If I put in rack, you can see all the different team names that have the word rack in them. If we wanted to go look at one of them, we could look at Rack Attack 9 Ball. I'll actually show you, division information about that team. So when you do see those brackets with team names on them, it's a great way to go look them up. Also, edit profile. If you click on your top two initials in the corner there, this is a great way for you to update your email address, your home address, and any other information, your phone number. Anytime you have a big change, you can actually update it yourselves instead of having to call the office and have us do it. So all in all, that is going to be the kind of 101 on how to use the APA app. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call. You guys have a great day.